Okay, Robbie, it's 8-1 loss on Cash Rangers here at Ballymacash Stadium. In a game where he reads the game, definitely executed the game plan very well. Post today's result, game of football is 90 nuts.
Yeah, it was it's a shocking start on our behalf. I think we're 2 goals down in 5 minutes. We don't deal with a long throw, bounces 2 or 3 times in the box, 6-yard box. We're 1 down after a minute and a half, and then we give away a sloppy penalty in the 5th minute. And it's an uphill battle from then. In fairness to the lads, stuck to the game plan and that. Got into half time. They were actually in good spirits in half time. They were, we can get back into this, we can do it. And then whatever it is between ourselves that we're still trying to work on, the start of the second half killed us. I think we've conceded 2 goals in the first 7 minutes again. So, if we take out maybe the first 5 minutes of both halves, it'd be a really good display. But we've shot ourselves in the foot, and we've given chances to a team that, in fairness to them, were very clinical when they got their chances.
It seems like we're suffering from syndrome almost just after the whistle goes, where we don't play to our strengths necessarily.
Yeah.
We've seen there after the first 10 minutes in the first half, we were working the ball over the top fantastically, particularly when Matty McLaughlin picked the ball up in midfield and moved it on to Ethan or Buka. It was actually working really well. I'm sure you were optimistic when you said that.
Yeah, it was something we've worked on all this week, to be fair. We knew they would tend to press us kind of man to man when we came out with the ball. It's something that we always like to do, is try play football. So we used it to our advantage of maybe skipping 1 or 2 passes out that we wouldn't usually. I thought Matty was great in the first half, Ethan Swosa, and especially Luke Pavel. When we were playing in that middle of the back three and you're the guy who's receiving the ball off the keeper, he was actually demanding players come in and take the ball off him and put them into areas. So the game plan was working excellent in the first half. That's why at half time I've gone in. Everyone's like, no, we can get back into it. The players were real. I didn't even have to say much in there at half time. The players really thought themselves, just keep doing what we're doing, we'll be fine, And then the dreaded words of, we just see through the first 15 minutes of the second half. And unfortunately, we didn't. And I feel like any time yourself in your self-talk, it's that 45-minute to 55, 60-minute mark just seems to kill our games at times.
When we eventually did get our heads past that first 10, 15 minutes,
we
started to work the ball up top again. We got through several times. Luca found himself getting through, and he scored a great ball through to Rodney Clements to score.
In fairness to Rodney, he hasn't started many games this season. He's really been putting it in. He affects the game when he comes on. So it was great to see him score. I've asked the Buka over the last while to really work on when you get in around the box, really be more kind of short-touched with the ball. And today, like that, he nearly scores in the first half. Ball's pulled back to him. He's hit a first time. Keeper's pulled the great save off. There in the edge of the box, he's taken 2 touches and he squared it to Rodney. He's topped it in. When that happens, I think that made the game 4-1. Even on the bench, you could feel it as well, a little bit around. We could be back in here. It sounds crazy saying that at 4-1, but we've just then gone and shot ourselves in the foot again, and we've conceded another 4 goals from that minute. And, regardless of how good the performance was at times, I can't be over positive about it either. It's great to see the lads playing to the game plan and doing what we're doing, but at times it wasn't good enough, and the players know that themselves. We made it very clear to them there just after the game.
Now, this phenomenon that we do suffer from does seem to a particular challenge for you. You elaborated on this at the social the other night. I'll put this question. Now, what can we, despite a low scoreline, from
the thing I take is, I know we've gone down 2-0 in the first 5 minutes. The lads are stuck to the game plan. Nobody went away from it. They done what we were trying to do. Patterns of play that we've done out here today, we were working on Thursday and training to the man that was moving into the space. That's really positive to see. That's something we can really look back in the match. And I know the players will go back and watch the game and they'll look at the good parts of it and all. But unfortunately for us, I think in games like this where we do play good football, I said it to the players, I think over the period of the game, there's about 12 to 13 minutes where as a team we turn off in different parts of the game. You could look at 2 minutes here, 3 minutes there. I think it's only about 12 or 14 minutes. But we seem to concede 2-3 goals when them periods happen. And it's up to me and my coaching team to figure out when them minutes come, what the tendencies are, what it is. certain things like is outside my control. Like you can't control a game of football. You can do your best to be in it as much as we can. We can do our best to have possession and all, but you never have control of a game of football. And I don't think much was helped by the officials today, if I'm going to be honest with you. But look, that's probably me being a little bit biased, but I think they probably got away with a couple of decisions themselves. So, but yeah, it was a tough one. Like like I said, it's a weird one. Like you said, the scoreline doesn't reflect the game. But in fairness, in fair play to Gary and his team, they were ruthless when they got the chance, and they really made us panic. Really made us pay for them situations when they got them.
One positive about our upcoming fixture list is that fixtures are coming thick and fast at this time in the AL season. And we have an opportunity to put this result on the total strike away to our noisy neighbours.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to catching up with Stewie and Pixie and the boys. It'll be a great occasion. Going out, it's a lovely stadium. I've been there a couple of times this season to watch them play. To be there for a 5:30 game on a Saturday is going to be excellent. I can only encourage as many Banbridge town supporters that are around to come out and see the game, because I know Stewie is very respectful. He's not going to look at this result and go, "Oh, we'll just turn up." You know, he's being very complimentary of how we're playing, and we know I have an idea what to expect off Stewie. So I'm looking forward to it. He's one of the managers that since I've been up here, I've enjoyed kind of getting to know and playing against, and I look forward to going up against them again on next Saturday.
Thanks, Robbie. We'll see you in the showgrounds. Have fun.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, mate.